What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, and welcome back to Mind of a Savage. And boy, is it good to be back. Man, I know y'all seen the last one, and I said I was coming back, and I really was, but a lot of things just been happening, going on in my life, that it was a little bit harder to really sit there and talk for an hour, just with myself in the room. It was real hard to do that for a while, but hey, we're back and we're better. And the only way to get through, the moments that we aren't our best is to, get up and do something. And this is me getting up and do something, even though I'm sitting down and just talking to you guys. Um, yeah, but man, so much to talk about, so many things to talk about, so many games, so many movies. If you haven't known, I've been doing some part time work over at the Fair Shake Podcast, best podcast out right now. Um, go give them a subscribe, follow on all social medias. I have the link down below. Spoke about a couple things over there, but man, there's so many things I want to talk about. Wow, movies, games, music, my life, my journey so far, things I've been going through. It's all on the agenda for today. Let's start with first and foremost. Don't get it twisted. Not now, not ever. Is my dedication to YouTube. Like I love YouTube. I love doing the podcast format. I love doing all sorts of things that comes to entertainment. I still stream over on Twitch.tv /Felipe Savage 15. Um, yeah, we're doing a bunch of things over there. We got Jedi: The Fallen Order. We got CS:GO. We got Valorant. We got Call of Duty. We got a bunch of single player games coming on there soon. So if you want some more Felipe Savage, definitely head over there, drop a follow. It's absolutely free. But yeah, like to say that I have a schedule planned out would be a lie. I'm not trying to lie to the people. I'm not using a face cam right now because my office is still under construction. I'm working on it right now, getting some things for it, and I'm excited for that reveal. And that will be like its own like YouTube video. I'll give a setup. I want to have a setup video come out. What I'm working with. I think people like those types of videos. I enjoy watching those types of videos, so I have to assume that at some point somebody's gonna want to see what I'm working with. Um, Definitely been blessed recently in a bunch of categories of just having the opportunity to come back and do YouTube and do a little bit more consistently that I've have been doing it, which has been non-existent at all. So anytime I could sit down and get an hour to just get my feels out, that feels good. Definitely drop before this video come out. I will definitely be dropping a review on the RPG game that's coming out soon. Well, hopefully it comes out soon. Biomutant. If you haven't seen it or heard of it or want to, it's on my YouTube channel right now. So head over there, and if you're here already, definitely get a look at that. Um, but yeah, man, I love YouTube. I'm gonna keep doing YouTube for like years, years. And it ain't about nothing. It's not about revenue or nothing like that. It's just like I love talking. I love entertaining in any way, shape, or form I possibly can. That's just who I am. It's in my nature. Uh, on top of that, I have a what people would call a radio voice, and if I don't, I apologize. These people have been lying to me the whole time. But yeah, like I'm enjoying it now, man. I'm enjoying to get back into the swing of things. I have a huge bulk of just ideas and things I want to talk about. We'll get through that throughout the rest of this year. into 2022. But boy, oh boy, has it been exciting. Um, Definitely moved to a new place, so that's enjoyable. Family's doing great. Everybody's happy. Everybody's healthy. Um, Getting into some video game news, man. There has been so much in such of a small period of time. Uh, Xbox Game Pass has been nuts. If you don't own Xbox Game Pass right now and you do have an Xbox or a PC, you're probably doing it absolutely wrong, paying $60 for these games. Like some of them are first day release. They get on Game Pass for absolutely free. Yeah, you pay that $14.99 or that $9.99 a month, but for over 100 games and games to launch on there, pretty nuts, pretty insane. The first MLB the Show and like God knows how long releasing day one, so all those baseball fans will be on there. I'll be on there. I don't even play baseball, but I'll be on there because it's on Game Pass. You know what I mean? Listen, I have been very vocal on how I feel Xbox has done their players wrong, and I will be the first one to say when they're doing it right, they're doing it right. Bless up, you know they got Bethesda, and we spoke about that here on the channel. That's looking to only be a positive. I heard that Square Enix was for sale for a little bit, but that was debunked, and I already knew the powerhouse that is Microsoft was about to buy that out. If they were, oh man, like I'm really excited about Game Pass and what the future has to hold for it. To the point where you have to take notice if you're Sony. You have to take notice and say, where is our Game Pass variant? If they have one already, you're doing it wrong. Like Game Pass is literally on fire right now, and I don't mean in a bad way. You can't stop Game Pass right now. You can't. You just can't. It's just gonna keep gaining and going more up and more up and more up. To be honest, they should be having people pay $20 a month to play Game Pass, but they don't. They don't. It's only $9.99 for Xbox, but if you want to play anywhere at any time, you go for Game Pass. Yeah, you can't play on your PS4, but who knows? Game Pass is that huge right now. Who knows? I'm really proud of the people over at Xbox, man. And I've been giving them hate. I've been giving them hate. I've been giving them hate, man. And they are killing it. Think about it right now. Brand new $60 game your friend just bought. And it gets released on Xbox, right? And you're like, oh man, I don't got 60. And then oh snap, Game Pass has it day one. $9.99. There you go. Bless up. Now your friend's going back to GameStop with that game that he just popped open, trying to get his money back so he could pay $9.99. But you know what? He already ripped the tag off. And now they give him 14 cents. Sucks to be him. Good to be you. Listen, people, like, we got so much time today. We're definitely gonna be going for like let's aim for like 45 minutes. I don't want to do an hour. You're probably driving right now, and I'm just cruising. Put yourself on cruise control. You know, put me to the side. Put me on your speakers. Let's just chill. Let's just vibe. Let's talk about some movies, man. I feel like there's been so much movie talk lately. Like this is the best time to shoot a movie. Well, not shoot a movie. It's probably the worst time to shoot a movie, but to release it, it's probably the best time. Everybody's home. Well, now with the vaccines going out, everybody's getting a little bit reckless again. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Wear your mask, people. Wear your mask. Wherever you're at, even if you're home, wear your mask just cause. Just so you can be used to wearing your mask. That's probably a little bit too much, but hey, protect yourself out there. Protect others. But yeah, back to it. Movies. Like it's the best time to release a movie. Everybody's home. Everybody's relaxing. Everybody's just chilling, vibing out. Like, especially if you're doing like what HBO has been doing and like just getting movies day one. HBO Max is like the Game Pass of like streaming services right now. Like, don't get me wrong, Netflix is no slouch, Hulu's no slouch, and when it comes to like TV shows, but dude, if you pull something like that off, like the King Kong and Godzilla, that was awesome to watch. All you need was HBO Max. We got Mortal Kombat coming out. Mortal Kombat. I can't even speak right now. I'm so excited. I'm not even a Mortal Kombat fan, but just to know that I can watch it for free day one on HBO Max, insane. Listen, we are not sponsored by anything that I talk about. This is all just my feelings, all my personal preferences, my likes, my beliefs. Again, mind of a savage, people. Mind of a savage is my mind. Just how mixed and crazy it gets. I'm literally looking out a window right now, just chilling, vibing in my office. Man, I can't wait for you guys to see it fully done. It's gonna be so. It's gonna be pretty cracked in the gaming terms. It'll be pretty cracked. But man, oh how I miss it. How I miss YouTube. Well, it's so good to be back, boys and girls and grandmas. Can't forget about the grandmas. Jeez. But yeah, like right now, if you're a director, drop your movie. I'm giving it a watch. Do it now before everybody COVID is completely wiped away from existence, because no one will ever be in their house again. Like, it's gonna be hard to get people back in their houses when it's all over. Like, no one's gonna be home. They're gonna be outside every day. The parks are gonna be packed. You know, restaurants are gonna be packed. No one wants to eat home food anymore. Everybody used to be like, man, I can't. I haven't had a home cooked meal so long. Now you had too many. You had too many to now the things that you thought used to taste good at home taste nasty. Like, imagine that right now. If you're like me, man, you can have but so many home cooked meals before you need to throw a little Uber Eats in there. You know what I mean? Come on. Right now, my home cooked meals, like, I used to Uber Eats so much that I'm like, yo, I need a home cooked meal in me. Now I have too many home cooked meals. So where I'm second guessing, what am I even doing in this kitchen? Like, get me out of here, dude. 100%. 100%. Like, come on. Think about it. Think about it. Are you really that good of a cook? You're probably telling yourself, man, I'll be cooking some slamming stuff. I don't know what he's talking about. Eat your food for a week straight. I'm telling you, by that next Monday, you're telling yourself, yeah, we gotta order out. You need the taste of fast food or something else, and you dude, 100%, 100%. And it's so good to be back. It's so good to be talking to you guys. Oh, back to movies. What other movies are coming out that I'm pretty amped for? Fast and Furious 9. Listen, I like a little fast. I like a little furious. Not too much fast. Not too much furious. Because then you get you. That's a whole different movie at that point. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to watch a NASCAR every day. That's why it's too much fast, too much furious. I'm not trying to watch a shooter. I'm trying to watch a little bit both. You know, little Van Diesel. Give me a little bit of Tyrese. Give me a little Luda. You know, and then John Cena's in the mix. Oh my god. Dude, if they don't give me a John Cena entrance music when he comes into the movie, like the first time he got, I'm not hearing it. If I don't hear the little whoever knew, I don't want to hear it, man. You know what I mean? Oh man, man. Why John Cena though? I feel like John Cena, he's good, like, as an actor in in some scenarios. Like in a scene, he's good. He's never good in an entire movie. Like what John Cena movie you told yourself, yo, I need to see that again. Like there's some scenes where he like, yo, he kills it. Like, oh yeah, cool. You know? But I've never seen a John Cena movie where I said, yo, I would watch John Cena again. Like, oh my God, John Cena could also play such and such. I've never said it. Like this Suicide Squads, just because I know John Cena's in the movie, I'm kind of like, oh. But then you heard, that Idris Alba guy, he's in there. So then you're like, oh, yeah, that might be good. So it's like, you can't go wrong with Harley Quinn. I just hope there's not much John Cena screen time. You know what I mean? Because then I know the movie's not real. And this is a thing I said on the Fair Shake podcast. If you guys ever heard me say this, like it's a Debbie Downer once I know that there's like a rapper or a wrestler in the movie. X The Rock and now Dave Batista is getting that same treatment where those two guys, like, yeah, it's still a fucking movie, dude. This is still a fucking movie because they're good. They're good at what they do. But John Cena, you start to, oh my God, he's a wrestler. Or when T.I. is in a movie, oh my God, instantly you know it's fake. Like, so I like to go into a movie thinking that, yo, this is happening at some point in the world right now, dude. Because if you're not going into that movie like that, if you're not thinking that this happened right now in the house next door to you, it's a bad movie. It's a bad movie. Like I was watching like Godzilla versus King Kong, and I'm like, man, they got to go through this in Japan every day. You feel me? Like, come on, dude. Like, just two behemoths going at it back to back. Like, come on. Like, get Japan a break, dude. You feel like come on, guys. I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one that sees T.I. in a movie and says, T.I. again. It's like they're not casting him because he's a good actor, because he's a terrible actor. Like they're casting him because he's T.I. You know what I mean? It's the worst. It's the worst. It's like, who pulls off good acting, but they do something else? Ludacris and Tyrese. Like in Fast and the Furious, and I'm speaking directly to Fast and the Furious. Like you can really like stretch those two like actors, singers, rappers. Just like you can do the same with The Rock and Dave Batista. Those four, they can multitask. They can wrestle or rap and act at the same time. John Cena and T.I. though, you're stretching it. You're stretching it, dude. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Like if you go to a movie and you spend your hard-earned money on a movie, and you see T.I. in that movie, you know that movie didn't happen. You got to go into a movie hoping that this happened in real life. Like every horror movie I ever watch, if it don't say based off a true story, I don't even watch it anymore. Because it's fake. It's fake. It never happened. It's not scary because it never happened. What's more scarier than based off a true story and then you see like 3 ghosts in the house? Come on, man. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. If the movie theater doesn't have a poltergeist going on at the same time, I'm not watching that movie. It's terrible. It's terrible. Come on. Give me some filler, And when I say filler, I mean like fill me up with imaginations. Wait, that went terribly wrong. I did not structure that right. Jesus. Hey yo, what's going on, dude? This is a podcast, dude. But yo, like how you go to a horror movie to go watch a horror movie, you spending again your hard-earned coins. We ain't talking stimmy money. Don't come out your hard-earned cash. And it don't say it don't say based off a true story. You walk right out. You demand your money back, because you know it's fake. Ain't nothing fake scaring me. I'm sorry. Now you tell me it's based off a true story and somebody went through that shit. Oh, take my money. Give me the express me, express me to my row. You know, let me skip the line for popcorn because I don't want to miss a minute. Telling you people, movies, best time for movies right now. Now, Mortal Kombat, man, that's the thing about Mortal Kombat. I've never really seen a good one to say, man, they have the potential to make a good one. But you can never knock, video game movies because it's based off a video game. So you sit there wondering if you're gonna get that same feel, of the video game, and it never really pulls it off for me. I just look at these people just fighting. I'm just wondering, like, I wish I could do those things, but you can't. You just can't. Me as a kid, I used to literally say, "Get over here," and felt like I was gonna do it. Never happened. Never happened. You can't sit there and tell me, this guy gets a whole snake come out his hand because that's what it basically is. It's a snake. They say it's a kunai with a chain, but it's a snake. In reality, I don't know. Mortal Kombat, we'll see. I'll let you guys know how I feel about it after I see it. But I'm not high hopes for it. I'm not high hopes for it. And anybody that says, "Oh, I'm so excited for this Mortal Kombat movie," you probably didn't know there was one coming out until yesterday. Like, for how long you knew they were shooting this movie? You know what I mean? So you wasn't excited for it. You wasn't excited for it. Don't play us. Don't try to lie to the people. I'm telling you, man. Think about it. Think about it. Like, how many times do you tell yourself a week, "Yo, I can't wait for that Mortal Kombat movie to come out. Yo, Sub Zero's gonna be fire." No, you don't tell yourself. First off, Mortal Kombat does have a fan base, but like, man, you gotta be like 50 to really, really enjoy Mortal Kombat consistently. 100%, you gotta be like 50. I'm 28 and it doesn't hit me. It doesn't hit me. I don't tell myself, "Oh man, yo, I can't wait for that." We're talking about these other people. The people that play Mortal Kombat right now are either pro players or people that think, "Oh, I'm really good at this game," but they're terrible. You know, come on, come on. How many people used to say, "Oh man, my favorite fighting game was Mortal Kombat." I hear a lot of Street Fighters. I hear a lot of Tenkaichis with the Dragon Ball Z or Tenkaichi, or I don't know what it's called, but you know what it's called. Come on. I hear a lot of stuff like that. I hear a lot of Marvel versus Capcom. But how many people if you ask right now, "Yo, what's your favorite fighting game?" They're gonna say, "Oh, I like Mortal Kombat." You don't like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was probably the only game your mom bought you, and you had to deal with it. You know, I'm sorry she didn't buy you Marvel vs. Capcom. You had a bad childhood. If you played more Mortal Kombat versus Marvel vs. Capcom growing up, you didn't have the best childhood, and I apologize. But my mom bought me Marvel vs. Capcom. I like Marvel vs. Capcom. Clearly the better game. I'm telling you. Like, I would like to see a Street Fighter universe how they did the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But Marvel Cinematic Universe was probably a lot more easy because they had the comic books. But I would like to see a universe of Street Fighter where it's actually, good. Because there are Street Fighter movies, but they're kind of shit. Sorry to say it. So sorry, but I would like to see something like that. Like and no super CGI'd like look super fake Hadoukens. Put a little money to the Hadoukens. Make sure there's a literal team of CGI artists that work on this Hadouken. It has to be fire. It has to be flames. Literal flames. Like literal, it needs to look nice. How would you guys feel about that? Let me know down below in the comments. How would you guys feel about a what SFU Street Fighter Universe where they like Ryu and Ken and all them? They actually get some nice fire actors. You can get a couple MMA fighters. You know, you can get a couple MMA fighters in there. You can get like, yeah, you can get a couple MMA fighters for the characters. See, like you get a couple now. Well, that's the thing about MMA fighters. They're not the best actors. Ronda Rousey, she ain't hit me well. I know what's his name just had a scene in Falcon and Winter Soldier, GSP, George St. Pierre, if you guys know that guy, he had a couple of movie appearances. I had a video game appearance too. Didn't hit me well. Didn't hit me well. So nah, but you can find some people out there that can pull off a Ryu and a Ken. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta hit those two. You gotta hit those two characters like how you did Captain America and Iron Man. I mean, yeah, there's a lot more source material, to get into those characters for like what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. and this guy. What's his name? What's his real name? I was about to say Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, yeah, something like that. But yeah, I would like to see a SFU Street Fighter Universe. But again, back to Marvel vs. Capcom is way better than Mortal Kombat. Mortal. I'm not even saying mortal, right? Mortal. Man, I'm mad Spanish. Mortal. Mortal Kombat. You quiero Mortal Kombat. Uh, uh. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, listen, movies right now. Best time to actually release a movie. Probably not the best time to make a movie because of COVID. Look at what's happening with Batman. That has been like rescheduled like 60,000 times. I don't know how many times this guy Robert Pattinson is gonna catch COVID. God bless him. I hope everybody stays healthy and well. But come on, like it's not working out. Then you want to hit me with, oh, he's the Batman from Earth 2. So then it already sucks. Like you ain't hit us with a, oh, it's a young Batman, oh, it's Batman in his early 20s. No, you just hit us with Earth 2. Mad easy to say. I feel like people are using so many easy outs to freaking film. Like I'm telling you, when we hear that it was bad because of COVID, be like, oh man, Felipe Savage already knew that was gonna happen. Like that, it's gonna be a bad film. It's either gonna be super amazing or super terrible. There's no in between with that film. I kid you not. They're either gonna the actors are and the director are gonna step up like to a whole new level because they reschedule so many times, or it's just gonna be terrible. It's gonna have so many missing plot holes. It's gonna be like absolute dog water. It's gonna have like, come on, think about it. To be able to get into that character that is Batman, I feel, me personally, that has to take like you have to get into a whole new mindset to play somebody like Batman and how high they put Batman on the hero totem pole. Like they put him so high on the hero totem pole that you actually sit there and wonder, yo, is there somebody waking up in the middle of the night to go fight crime for me right now? Like, is somebody getting dressed and going outside and telling themselves, yo, I'm the Batman? You know what I mean? So you have to get into that mindset. You gotta get into a mindset of straight, I'm a badass and I'm gonna kick everybody's ass. You can't just be walking around high, because your movie got pushed back because of COVID. You can't just get out of that character. Well, If you maybe this guy is, you know, because I don't know, man. Is he even the Patterson guy, Robert, whatever his name is? I really don't even know his name. Twilight guy. There we go. We'll call him Twilight guy. Twilight guy. Is he even a top tier actor? And I feel like with those roles, you need top tier actors, or you need somebody that's a super sleeper that no one sees coming, and he's just nuts, like Heath Ledger. I'm pretty sure people were saying Heath Ledger was going to be terrible. R.I.P. Heath. Um, and look at he killed that role. Joaquin Phoenix, the other Joker, everybody said that was gonna be terrible. Look how that came out. So you can have sleeper actors that aren't like your tippity top of the totem pole play these roles, but where does this guy fall, man? And I just feel like at the end of it all, it's gonna be, oh well, COVID did happen to us while we were shooting the film, and we had so many pushbacks, and we had so many delays that it's just not where we wanted it to be, and give us a half-ass film, and then we're gonna get the Snyder cut of a Snyder cut of a Snyder cut for that film. 100%. This is what I'm seeing right now, and for the future. Now I'm not Nostradamus in no way, shape, or form. But when you ask me, yo, Fee, that's what they call me for short. Yo, Fee, what do you think is gonna happen? You know, this is my 2 cents. It's my 2 cents. Now, if you ask me for my 3 cents, I would say not only is this movie gonna be bad, it's gonna be confusing. Because yes, you spoke to the true DC fans and said, "Hey guys, this is Earth 2." But what to the little kid? What to the wife that you're sitting on that couch gonna watch, or sitting in that movie theater, or that girlfriend that's asking you, "Oh, what's going on here? Wait, what? Why doesn't he look like the other Batman? But wait, why did you're gonna get so many questions, and I'm just trying to watch the movie. You know what I mean? So if I barely could understand what Earth they on, how could I say that to the person I'm with that doesn't truly understand? How do I explain the multi-universe in the DC form? Yeah, the MCU is introducing that with the multiverse of madness, and that would be its own scenario. But how do I tell the person I'm with that's not as probably savvy as I am in DC, which I'm not even that savvy in it. I'm not even that much into the DC universe that I should be. So how do I explain that? And that's the same thing I hope that they can explain to us. Is there going to be like an opening scene that says "on another Earth," and then you're going to be like, to everybody that doesn't understand that, what? There's another Earth? You know what I mean? Like, how many Earths are there in the DC universe? So it's all about how much you know going into that movie. I think that will also like persuade certain people to liking the movie or hating the movie. Because I just sit and I wonder, it's like, how can they already say, hey, this is Earth 2? Or and again, go look it up yourself. I always encourage people to go do your own information, your own research. You know, this is this and figure it out before the movie if this is something you would like to see. But personally, I'm gonna go see it. 100% gonna go see it. But I'm ready to be disappointed. I'm absolutely ready to be disappointed. It's gonna be one of those movies where you really have to sit down and say to yourself, okay, what is this as good as the last one? Was this as good as the one before that? Because you have so many Batman movies, that you can go down for years like, hey, you know, Dark Knight was better than this. And that's your thing. Going into a Batman movie, you have to know that you're going up against Dark Knight, and you gotta pull off even something better than that. And it's possible. I can't sit here and say it's impossible to beat that, because just like we didn't think that it was possible to beat Heath Ledger's Joker, some people, majority of people, tend to lean over to Phoenix and say that Joker portrayal was way better. You know, yeah, you could hit some Jay Leto's, and be just a terrible Joker. But I feel like there's so much more. People are so much more lenient to say, okay, it was a bad Joker. But if you have a bad Batman, you're just sitting there wondering to yourself, what did I do? What did I watch? It's insane. It's insane. Like, oh man, it's so much to worry about. So much, so much, so much. Oh man, but we'll cut it there. It's a little bit shorter than I wanted it to be, but I got more to say. Wait for next week to say it. Oh man, I'll wait a couple days. We gotta stretch the content. Not that we're lacking content, it's just we got so much. I don't want to take all your time, but that's all the time we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Man, it feels so good to be back, and I'm really appreciate you guys for being here. Every single last one of you that are clicking on this video, watching this video, leaving a like, a comment. Let me know down below what you guys think. About the Batman coming up in 2022. What do y'all think about you know video games and movies today? Because boy, oh boy, we got so much to say. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know: have a good night, have a good day. Get going, because I know you got this. And ladies and gentlemen, goodbye.